Hello, hello. Welcome to another day, another stream. Caught our spider last time. It's time now. It's time now to just farm a little EXP so we can wear this thing. That is our mission, but my immediate mission is to figure out where the hell I put the soulstone that I had a minute ago. Look where. This isn't Diablo. I'm sure I had one. Well, I would like these. I have some of these. Oh, fantastic. This goes in guild stage. Alright. I'll just do a little grinding increase in our monster packs. That works for me. We're primarily checking cleansed areas, trying to find more spiders. Not that this spider isn't lovely, but we could do better. Always. Looking for extra fire damage. AoE. I still pick up whetstones. Can't leave a good piece of loot laying there. Something is hurting me. Oh, okay. Yes. Something was hurting me. I don't know what that was. Yeah. The plan was to farm EXP. Oh, gee. Okay. What's happening here? Extra lightning. That's probably it. Hey, you're just in time to watch me get wrecked, apparently. Look at my spider. She's beautiful. She's so elegant. Doesn't Robin have a thing about bugs? I thought she has some vendetta against bugs, if I'm not mistaken. Whoa. Something is wrecking me in this map. I don't know what exactly I did wrong. But mistakes were made rolling it. Oh, this is extra crits Roa. What? Why are you and Otter and everyone talking crap about her? Doesn't have to fit your like narrow beauty standards. Give her body image issues. Talking crap about her. Otter said that she was very ugly, and I was like, you know, you could. It doesn't take anything just to be kind. You know? It costs you nothing to just keep it to yourself. Yeah, she doesn't she has like a cooldown on her range attack. But the thing is, she has an upper percentile of life, and she has very fast movement speed. So what she'll do is she'll spit once, and then she will just run in and be super dangerous. She's got like 50% more extra health compared to the chimeral cat, which is Otter's favorite. And yes, the cat's got a little more uptime because he's never stopping to shoot. But in like a single target situation, I'd rather have like the extra damage per second. And this one doesn't have good mods necessarily. It's very kind of hard to farm mods on them. Because you only see like one rare spider every like, I don't know, 4 or 5 cleansed maps. So your chances to like roll for a mod is like really low. This one doesn't have anything special, she's got like life regen. Am I getting wrecked? I'm still squishy. Squishy? Actually on this map, I don't know what there's something here that's... I haven't finished gearing because I'm still kind of low level, so... Yeah, life regen is a really useful mod, and if I didn't have like the I didn't have the sort of fire resistance I did, like you could swap into a beast early without Legion killing them if they have either fire res or life regen. I think both of those work pretty well. I'm scared of these guys. You one-shot me a minute ago. It's a decent mod. She's got, let's see what else. She's got these crags, but they do like 0 damage. I don't understand. Like, look at this. Look at that. It did like 20% of his energy shield bar. It's like basically no damage. And then she also has Trail of Fire, which I don't know if that's doing a heck of a lot, honestly, but it's like her real ignite is so strong. Oh, I don't want to be over here by myself. I want to be over here by myself. I'm just trying to get a feel for, I don't know, what's optimal in this setup versus the Smith. It technically ignites them, is what it says. It's kind of a mixed bag on the gem. I need that tool that lets me zoom in here, but why is my stream frozen? Blue? It says in the upper description, burning, but lower down in the actual like tooltip of the like what the skill does, it says ignites. And because it says as though dealing, and because it is an ailment, it'll scale with fire as or damage as extra fire. So my testing has borne that out. That if I get a beast that has the rare mod extra damages extra fire, which is like 30%, they do more damage. So my plan with the Infernalist is to get this next time, which will be 50% of its damage as extra fire whenever I'm on full flame, which is going to be like a hassle to manage, right? But it's not that hard to get full flame. I just need to do like 2 curses in a little bit, and then I just need to like keep that up, but not too much. Every time I see it start to drop, cast a few of these, and then it's not gonna be the end of the world, but it is like something to keep your eye on while you're fighting a boss or something, which is kind of irritating. I tried testing this ascendancy node, but it was too hard to watch a stopwatch, watch the life of the target, and watch my flame all at once. I'm like, I can multitask. Oh no, this is like the intermediate / more advanced version. The earring is harder. I'm like locked into this chest. I don't have all the free res that the smith gets. It's definitely not the noob version. But we are trying to see like what the potential is, because that 50% extra is actually like quite a bit of damage, I think. Get over here, my dear. What are you doing? What are you doing? You've lost. Not too many of these. Leveling this is a little more straightforward because you just like, this is like my same leveling tree. I never really. You could weapon swap, but it's like really annoying. If you're doing that, you might as well like not even care about the defenses of the minion in terms of its fire res. Like you might as well not even care, and you might as well get like a dinosaur or whatever the biggest thing is. I mean, she's close to the biggest health. I think she's at 15,000. That's like kind of the upper end for most of the creatures, or at least the beasts. And the only like outlier is the dinosaur, which is like 22,000. But even like the Dredge Osteodon or whatever, I was looking at you. Even the Dredge Osteodon or whatever it's called from the Bone Pits, which is very slow, lumbering, huge guy. Like he only has 15. So compared to her, who is like very nimble, she's great. I think it's these crags that are killing me. She has crags, so that's like an issue, is that I will think that it's her attack and not dodge. Like right there was a crag that I just stood in. But occasionally it's not hers. I was weapon swapping early when I didn't have enough res to keep it alive. Because I did swap into Infernal Legion at like level 33, which is a little soon. So like just standing behind her when there's like a fly swarm and they just cook themselves. What would go for Burning Ground? Yeah. You kind of get a warning on that when your life goes, it starts going down. The last spider I had was exploding corpses. That is a bad one. I was like dodging all her own. I was dodging all of hers because I would rather be safe than sorry, right? So I was like spending my entire time dodging corpses because I didn't want to just get in a situation where I'm standing on one that was wrong. It is kind of unfortunate that like her crags do no damage. It would be nice if they did, but the crags do no damage. The exploding purple stuff does no damage. The exploding corpses seems to do practically no damage. I don't know. None of their, I don't know what you call them. None of their like rare mod attacks do anything. The best you could get out of that is like the lightning explosions, because they'll shock, or the cold explosions because they'll chill. And like, there's some utility in that, but in terms of like actually doing damage, it's not gonna happen. It's so nice to have a spear for the disengage, because there's like a situation like that where I was getting pinned by this thing. And his little mob army, I was just able to hop out. And she has a decent call on this poke. And the poke can gap close, like I can go from here to here. And then I can jump backwards if I need to. Just kind of hover under the boss. What is this? Slow extra fizz. The main, like, damage is actually this spear. Like, feels like it doubles the damage when you look at aggravated ignites. Blah, blah, blah. Ignite that's been aggravated deals 100% extra damage. So 100% extra damage is like not the same as 100% ink damage. It's like double damage, I think. And that's what it feels like when you proc it on someone and you just see their health bar like start to disintegrate. But she has to be standing like directly on top of them for it to work, because it only aggravates the ignite for as long as the ignite is on them, and it's only on them for as long as she is standing on them. So, but for bosses or something, you just pop them. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, okay, what is that? Is that a spider? I think it is. Where she have all damage shocks. This for a second. Let's see what this lady has. Dang it, I've dragged her into like a whole nother group. She's still following me? I want to look at you. Excuse me. I don't think it's base damage. I think it's pre-mitigation scaled damage, but I could be wrong. Yeah, if I had the extra 60% or the 50% from my ascendancy, it wouldn't be as impactful. Okay, there she is. Ah! She's shooting. What does she have? Get her on screen. Oh, whoa, 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 poison? There she is. What you got? Ah, should have missed my catcher. It was bound. Prevents recovery, cold explosions, lightning. So she's like a chill shock bot. Damage shocks. This leaves shocked ground, which is cool, but I don't think so. Unfortunate. She's the only class that's gonna have like damages extra unless you catch a beast with it. So she's maybe the worst class to be using the spear with. Like I think that she's getting those diminishing returns like you mentioned. So I assume that the Titan will be best, but I'm not sure yet. Otter's the one testing the Titan, so. Please stand on him. Elemental resistance aura. I'm like, how come he didn't just instantly die? Ooh. Oh. Yeah. I think she's got about 300% minion damage and maybe 200% minion life. You know, minion levels up a lot. Yeah, I would assume that Titan ends up being the strongest, just because of the extra nodes. But Otter's reporting that the Smith was better, so I'm not sure if that's like, you know, the health on his Titan's pet is not that much better. Yeah, I mean, and again, if you don't use this, offhand to fix the res, not only do you have to spend like an extra, I don't know, 6 or so points on the tree. Well, maybe not 6, maybe at least 3, and then potentially more. You need to spend more on the tree, and you need a beast that either has regen or has max res. And you might still need to put elemental army support for its res. So it's like the amount of work to get them to like function without this is quite high, and the Smith is like one of the best people to use this because he can very easily get 90% all res. Whereas I'm going for fire res, but not all res. So it somewhat helps, but it's not as tanky. You know, like just 90 all res is so just chill. You know, it's like you don't really need to worry about elemental. I maybe have better biz mitigation, but that's to partly do with my chest. And I think you could just be a Smith that builds like into evasion armor hybrid and be fine. Get this guy. Get this guy in the back. I gotta... Come here. Come here. Darling. There you go. There you go. She doesn't understand tactics. Spiders are cunning. Why is all this hate? There's all this hate for my poor little pet. Spiders are tricky. They lay in wait. They understand certain concepts. They just don't understand diving back lines because they're an ambush predator. They're not a aggressive creature usually. They like wait. Oh, get out of here. Let's not stand in the poison gas. Just like staying on this side so she'll come to me and just walk through all the... I think we're hosting a GSF, a guild found. I didn't know he was making one, but we were gonna... I talked to him about, like, does he want to do a joint thing where Otter and I pay for it? But we'll figure that out when we get there, I guess. I expect we'll be playing that and not trade. And then if we need to, for the purposes of a build, migrate over, we can do that later. We tend to have... I don't know how many people will play the private league, because it seems like IFB's community is a little more anti-PoE too. So I don't know how many of you will get on here, but that's fine. If the league dies out, then we just migrate or whatever. I would love to play solo self-found, but I don't have enough time. to like farm everything that I would need to for my crazy builds. Yeah, I mean, even if it's just a few people, that's still fun. I mean, it's going to be a more pleasurable league start than, you know, the Wolf of Wall Street stuff that we're used to. Pen. Just cold. I don't like that. Yeah, no hyperinflation. Especially now, like now that it's like a dead league, all the prices are ridiculous. And the only people that are playing really are like people that are doing what we're doing, where they're like prepping for next league. I mean, they're speedrunners and stuff, but for the most part, it's the same thing that we're doing here. What is that mod he has? Runic. Be so kind as to kill this fellow. Yep. Yeah. It's more fun to play with friends. Solo self found is kind of the most fun you can have, but so the combination on GSF is just fantastic. Oh shit, did I hit level 78? I can finally wear my scepter. Sick. Still. Nick's still fighting for his life over here. Sorry, bud. Just open these chests. Need to update this filter so that these pop up a little more. Actually, indecision. Whoop. Please. I got them. I got them in the end. Eventually. I got there. I figured it out. Ah, 30% spirit. Not bad. Damage. Rip. Rip. Kind of nice. Where's my water? Gotta listen to the bot. Our AI overlords. This is an interesting belt. This life and mana flask can be equipped in either slot. I have it on kind of my watch list for, especially this 3-slotted one. If you vol it and happen to hit max fire res, intelligence, you can get up to like +3 max res. This belt we're having here has got +5 max res and a bunch of fire resistance like just built in. But it's not really doing, like the armor's not doing a whole lot. The strength is doing more for Otter's Smith. So you could get this and then have 2 life flasks, because I'm not using a mana flask like at all. Neither is the Blood Magic Smith. It would be an option to give you like a whole extra flask. which, you know, wouldn't be that bad. Oh, here it is. I was looking for this and it was in my inventory the whole time. Oops. Put this here. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do, defenses wise. Like an ES evasion character just feels so good. And ES in general is strong, although it's a lot worse now that they got rid of Grim Feast. So the main, like, it's this guy down here that's kind of like, you go into armor invasion, no, that doesn't feel good. Do you go into armor ES? No, that doesn't feel good. So it's like this armor section is the thing they need to rework. I don't know. Let's get in this. Give her a little bit of. She doesn't benefit from this res because the focus says your resistances, not your elemental resistances. So it does include chaos actually. But the 20% fizz mitigation, I would like her to benefit from. Okay, where is this? No. No. Still no. Too many conditionals. Yeah. I mean, one of the main problems for that side of the tree is that armor's just crap. So, I mean, it's not crap, but it's just not. It doesn't fit the concept of the game, which is you're fighting a boss where if you make a mistake, he's going to one-shot you with a big slam of some kind. And armor is not like going to help you with that. Whereas you actually could dodge potentially, or you could just have such a fat ES pool that he won't one-shot you. But if you're like armor-based, plus you could be using something that's like not even fizz, and then it's like, what is your armor doing for you? Nothing. Yeah, so armor's in a bad spot. I would like the talisman, the more HP per. I don't think. 3% damage. What the was that? Hmm. I thought there was a, maybe it's a soul core. Nope. Where is this thing? There it is. Okay, well, I thought that was life in the scepter, but let's see. I have this 2-to-1. Hell yeah. You almost had it. Okay, I haven't memorized all the. Give me a break, my dear. Get 30 ink damage, it's fine. Maybe increase spirit or something would be better here, I'm not sure. Do we need this dex? Do I need the dex? Here's I don't. Can I get an upgrade yet? I do need dex. A little more than 10. I just set myself back. I need these to be like both 170 or so. My defense, like I got way more fire res than I need, and this is like a situation where the smith would be like, but I am suffering. Swap this out for a res. Little more acceptable. And all res. I do need that. Dex as well. Oh, so close. Okay, let's just grab one node. The other cool bonus, having Purity of Fire running, is I can shove a bunch of free supports in here. I know. I definitely want a +3 helmet with double sockets, because that's almost 30% extra life plus the sockets. It's not really a good martial weapon situation as far as I know, so. What's her health up to now? 37. Like, Otter's gear is way better. He has his up to like 60 or 70 or whatever. We'll have to ask him. But he also is doing that strength push, which is giving his creature like 1,000 base health to scale. It works better on his little cat than it would work here, like as a proportion of her health. She has so much health that like 1/15 instead of 1/10. Oh. Some upgrades. What's my yes up to? 3,000 I broke. Sweet. I think we try to go to trials now. I was waiting for that level. I might need to swap characters. It depends. Yes. Okay, one second. I think all my goods are a different character. I think it's this one. My support, even though Otter abandoned me and I have no one to support now. Build an Aura bot and have no one to Aura bot for. He's out there playing hardcore SSF PoE 1 for some reason. Oops, I didn't need to go here. I was supposed to go to the second one. It's this way. Look at the move speed difference between. Let me let this run out here. This is me normally. And then the banner buff. Like 3 times the speed off. Not to mention the bonuses I get, like my damage goes from, where is it? So let this wear off. There's like, is that 7,000 average to yeah, doubles it basically. And then my res as well. My res here is, I mean, I'm already capped, but as soon as I do this, it goes from like 80 to 50. Again, almost double. Where are my seconds piled up? Appears to piled up here. What? Shit. Wrong character entirely. As far as Gauntlet goes, I don't know. I guess he's training, but he's not gonna like stream it. So what's the point? Like, it's to have fun, like have fun in the game. It's weird. If you're not streaming it, did it even happen? Here they are. $26% off. I am gonna kill Hillock, I think, and then disconnect. That's my plan. I don't enjoy hardcore. Again, it's an issue mostly of I only have so much time to play. It doesn't make any sense to play and then why am I missing one? What the hell? I don't understand. We just went through this and I had everything on there. Pick up any keys, basically. No. I should tell you what your like total stats are with your equipment here. 10, 40. That's enough, I guess. Give it a run. I don't think there are any changes I need to make. I could maybe bring Blink, that would be nice. Save a little time, but would help to like jump in the right direction as well. Should be done, right? Yeah. Don't need any armor. Less armor. Less effect. Ew, these are all terrible. Mm. I tried to spear him and it like went like half the distance. Oops. I have conk effect on it to make it a little more consistent for multi-hitting bosses, but it doesn't help with the range. Where's the boss? What? Missing? Hello? It's way over here. What the hell? Ready? Gotta do this. Click to play, jump. What? Been bamboozled. Death crystals is such like a dramatic term for those things. Have too many oops. Too many superior ones. I would like to kill that guy. There's so much damage when she's on the ball. But that's not quite often enough. Can't get through there. Okay, good. Get random boon. Skying crystal. Yeah, I'll take it. I will take here. Oh, I don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. That I can live with. Yeah, I suck. Okay, wait a minute. No, I don't. I have max health. What are you talking about? You didn't see anything. If I went wrong. It's the fourth floor here that's a pain in the ass. Partly because I don't have a lot of practice with it, but the mobs in there are just so irritating, they'll just chip you away. This little crab is one of the few beasts that has native fire res built in. He's got plus 30%. Always. Almost all the other beasts have a like negative fire, if anything. But these big spiders you can't catch for some reason. Oh, I took a hit. These little green spitting guys are like kind of hard to see when they're taking a hit. Built in. They do have it built in. A lot of the other, like a plague harvester, which is one of my favorite beasts. It's like the wasp, the big wasp. They have negative 30% fire res base. That sucks. That means if you're not using this focus, it is really a pain in the ass to cap them out. It's like it's in short supply enough. Ooh. Watch my step. Just give him the gold room, yeah. If only there was an anime guardian style beast that you could equip. These shamans are nasty. I want to get like a decent DPS one of those. I kind of have one. I have an Ink AoE multi-proj, but it doesn't have anything else on it. I walked way too soon. I was too impatient. How much evasion do I have anyway? Very basically none. Okay. So rare. It's like these little spiders in the back lines that chip me. And that's all that floor 4 is. Haven't played much with the mercs, as you know, but they're like ridiculously strong. It's the kind of thing that I hope doesn't go core because it's like so strong that kind of invalidates Anime Guardian or anything. I guess it's fine as like borrowed power. And I do like how it kind of overlaps with the whole Pokemon situation that we have with the beasts here, you know. He's just breaking his armor. I never see anything like live long enough to notice that. What I like about the spear field versus using rapid assault is that like a situation like that where I can just dump and then I can leave, he'll just keep walking into them and keep proccing the fire on himself. Need to worry about it. That could be kind of far away. It's not as reliable as rapid assault. But... Oh, this first, then this, then this. Rich. There's a royal cache here. I'm gonna save my coins. Save my keys. Ew. Yeah, they should. It's just like one less thing to manage. I was like constantly, when I went back to play PoE 1, I was constantly like looking for my button. Yeah. They could still have Portal Gem and make it so like you can't be interrupted or something like that, or you're invincible while you're casting it. I have no idea. Some reason to use it, but ah, it's gotta be. Yeah, I mean there should be reasons for it, but I also am like resentful of having to even ID stuff in PoE 1 because I'm like spoiled by having a free. Or when I restart this, like a new run, I'm like, where's my free wisdom scroll guy? I get why they don't want things to drop like ID'd in maps constantly because it'd be kind of like your loot filter would just be doing all the work. You wouldn't have any like labor in terms of bringing things home to check, but just keep my life for. That felt good to see that guy just get absolutely. No reason to be down here. I just drank. I just drank. You're drunk, bot. I'm looking. Oh. What? Let's get way back there. He must have died to the fire ground that she leaves. Or a random crag, possibly. feel like there she's like she spits at him but doesn't run. Like that's when it would be nice if she was just pure melee. Because then after she spit at him, she like reset her enemy finding and then didn't find him, and then they have some issues pathfinding sometimes around like little corners or like enemy detection. Like, the way that these guys are hiding sort of on the edge of these portals appears to make it so she has a harder time tracking them. Like here, she's not finding this guy because he's like on the other side of the little wall. It's just like a waste of time. You have to like manually pull her around. That's the same for every beast. I mean, it's not a spider problem. Like, look, she's not even like aware. There you go. But it's because there's a little piece of geometry that's like keeping her from seeing them. Oh, that's nice. I'll take that. I will take it. Okay, do I want a gold key? I think I can hit a merchant. Then get a gold key done. Oh, fast as fuck, boy. Oh, I'm too fast. Ah. I had full confidence in the spider. I was like AFK in that lever, knowing that she would save me from the flamethrower guy. It's Roth on stream. Hello, Robin. Guest hosting today. Some witch action on the stream, which we'd never see if Otter was the only one. Just like in Neanderthal warriors. Alright, Robin, everyone is calling my spider ugly. The only one that thinks she's elegant. Hey, we are getting our ascendancy point here, Seething Body, to see how much damage that actually gives us, because in testing this does help Infernal Flame. But we have this spear, that gives, when you look at aggravate, damages extra. So it's only giving, this is 100 extra, and then we get 50 extra from here. So because we're using two sources of extra, it's kind of like diminishing returns. So I want to see how good this is and how easy this is to keep up. Yeah, it should, except I also am using this, so it's like, it's probably going to give it like 33% more or something. So the question is that worth 2 ascendancy points? I mean, this does mean that I don't have to worry about mana, but I think it's about the mana anyway. I've been trying this fetid spider out from the cleanse maps. Yeah, if I do like curse, and then an occasional solar orb, I can just kind of keep it up. But the problem is that you have to like have an eyeball over here, right? Whereas if you're trying to do like a boss or something, it's splitting your attention. I knew you had a thing about insects, Robin. I'm poor, no. It's a sanguine vial. But yes, we are doing some testing. I could respec one of my ascendancy points into it right now to test, but I'm pretty squishy, so I'm relying on my energy shield here from the Ascendancy. You're gonna be grinding that? I'm the new Magic the Gathering came out, and I would kind of rather be playing that, but we have responsibilities to finish the new guides. I'm gonna have a myth busting video with Otter coming out soon, where we're gonna kind of summarize some of our lab findings to do with the Infernal Legion testing. We had kind of an interesting test yesterday, which I got footage of, but I haven't scaled it down. I'll show you as soon as this gauntlet is over. I need to clean up the footage and get it kind of in a position ready to display, but the testing indicates that like a tooltip on here is incorrect, and that POB is also incorrect about something. Yeah, so we have the Carrion Call as like the kind of crux of our build in a lot of ways, and the main upside of this is minions' resistances are equal to yours, and we thought from the beginning that it would give them your max resistances, but when you look at the actual stats of the monster, it says max 75 here, and the way that this is like articulated with this number over here being higher than this one, it's kind of similar to when you look at your own character and your max is over here and your max is here and your overcapped is here. So what it appeared like the tooltip is saying is that they only have 75 and they don't inherit your max, and that's consistent with some other PoE 1 interactions like this, like you are equal to yours. There's some like I think there's an endurance charge unique that makes your allies have like equal charges to you, but it doesn't increase the max, so they only get 3. So it's somewhat consistent, and POB agrees that even when you wear this, you max out at 75 and you can't get any higher. We didn't see this initially. We just saw that this worked and then didn't ever check their resistances because they have our resistances. But it was brought to our attention that it says max 75 on the spider, and so why are you even using that when you can just get like crystalline flesh to get up to 80% res, and then if you need to, you can come over here for a little more, but you know, generally speaking, you can kind of get, there's 20 over here, there's 20 here, there's a bunch of res on this little tree. You know, you could have another, you know, a shield, or you could do scepter and spear in one setup. But when we tried it, definitely didn't feel like they were surviving without this as easily. We were having to do a lot of rares with fire res, rares with regen built in to try and top them up. So what I did is I got one at 75% res, and he was dying, and then I put on the call, and he wasn't dying. So it is obvious that it like pushes them over into your max. So I believe the tooltip is just incorrect, and POB as well. Oh no, I don't want that. Okay. Anyway, I'll have video of that and part of the Mythbusters thing we're working on. We'll address some other myths and issues. It's not even rare. Yeah, I mean, POB 2 is just kind of a mess. No offense to the people who are working on it, but it's like, it's not really as useful as you'd like, as I'd like. Um, I don't know Lua, so I don't contribute, but there are some things where there's like annoying, pet gems or something that I use in PoE1 that don't get calculated, and I'm like, I kind of want to just go in there and write write a correction. Speed is no problem now. Also, instead of using Rapid Assault, I've been using Spear Field with Conk Effect, and I think that that's better to proc the bleed. It's a little less consistent, but what it allows me to do is like to be on a boss, to throw like 3 of these, and then just to like disengage personally, and then I'm out of like any kind of melee range, and he'll still be walking around and re-triggering the burn on himself. And also, if the spider or if the companion ever dies, which isn't really happening now, but it was earlier, I can like backpedal with this, and then this will maim every like enemy who's walking after me. So it's kind of an interesting. Oops, 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 oops. It's kind of an interesting way to backpedal while you wait for your respawn to happen. Bunch of white chests, that was not worth it. Speed running. %40 move speed. Couldn't glitch. It's too much move speed. Can't see what I'm doing because I have this in my way. Yeah, you're not really needing it on most of these little mobs, but it does provide a slow 40% maim as well, so like there's utility in that. When I'm not the principal damage dealer and I need a little bit of space occasionally. Ah! I have too much move speed. I was using Rapid Assault, but it's like I don't really have any attack speed on the Switch, so it's kind of problematic to like pull that off and still weave it into attacks and whatnot. Here's like an example where I don't really want to be near them, but I can spear field and leave. She focused. She focused one. No, no, go. Go. I was clicking my Call of the Week to slide over there. As I clicked it, I just got tapped. Ugh. Doing more damage than I expected. I am squishy. I should have done convalescence too. I don't know. Excellent, excellent. That's why we have those. Did you get your restream figured out? Please tell me I have one. It's nice. I've got a third channel of the restream set up to dump this chat into our Discord. Ooh, brass dome. I haven't played New World. I have some friends that played it a while ago, and it's kind of mixed reactions. Like, it's fun for a bit, and then it kind of dwindles out. But I haven't heard what they think of the new patches. The thing I like about having a chat in Discord is, like, you can go and search it for, I don't know, something that someone mentioned a while ago, and you can like have a record. Yeah, good. Not really an MMO guy, but I am kind of attracted to the whole, like, faction-based area control thing. There's like a larger campaign, and it's some teamwork situation. Less water. Interesting. Look at that. Chaos resistant, regenerate life. Not a bad beast. These brimstone crabs are one of the only beasts that have built-in fire resistance. I was mentioning that earlier. Like, a lot of beasts have like negative fire resistance, plague bringers, stuff like that. But there's only 2 that I know of that have fire res built in. One is this brimstone crab. Oh, he's enraged. One is the brimstone crab, and the other one is the little porcupine on the riverbank. Otherwise, yeah, it doesn't seem like you can get any that have it built in. Make a good starter pet. The problem is their brimstones are incredibly slow. They often just sit around and do the flamethrower move, so they're not really what you want. I'm digging the spider though. She's nimble. Everyone's calling her ugly. I think she looks good, but whatever. Can't please everyone. I will go out of my way for just... Oh, man, I'm glad I got that Regal Shard. Sick. It's annoying to be playing this so late in the league when the economy is, like, totally messed. When you're just trying to, like, experiment and starter items cost a fortune. Action speed. Ooh, these are all terrible. You have to always have good mods on your run. Oh my god. Can't go that way. I wouldn't mind if they just took the puzzle runs out of the game, out of Sekuma. They just take like 3 times longer than everything else. From the looks of things, it still seems like Smith is the best choice for this build. Otter is playing a Titan, and I'm playing a Witch, just like testing. But so far he says that his Titan actually has worse stats than the Smith, which surprised me, because you would think that the Titan would get tons of extra minion health and damage. But apparently the Smith is still better, I'm not sure. And also it seems more survivable with the extra res. And it's easier to use. I'm leveling a test one. And I was able to switch into Infernal Legion at like level 33. Without the focus. I didn't farm out the focus. I could have done what you were doing with your boots. I would have been on the same boss, in fact, I think. Followed your guide to... Follow your guide to farm that unique, but didn't hit it, and then I just got a fire resistance minion, and it was just fine. That gives plus 10 max res and plus like 40 res. So between Crystalline Flesh Notable and that built-in mod, you get about 90%, I believe. So you can have that at like level 35, 33, something like that. It'd be good to go on your Infernal Legion. As long as you can keep the gem leveled up, which means there's like dexterity requirements, dexterity pressure. As long as you can keep that going, then I specifically put those spears there to stop him, and he rolled right through onto me. Okay. As long as you can keep the level of the beast up, it works pretty well. Kills bosses and everything as you go. Through the axe. I was mostly using SRS arsonists, even on my Smith. And I was trying to see if Manifest Weapon on the Smith would work, because it is like minion related, and we are trying to do the build suitable for your grandma to play, you know, so it's like no interaction. And if you're patient enough, will clear and kill bosses for you. You just kind of gotta sit there and it'll do its thing. But it's not very good. It needs some buffs, I would say. The strength stacking isn't especially relevant. Maybe towards later game, but when you're just starting out, like we are, like in your 30s, and you don't really have enough strength to like push the stats on the minion at all. It's supposed to like scale with you, but it's starting. Please bite him. Please bite it. Its starting points are like very weak. Might be like a late game situation, but from what I've seen, it's also not any good in late game. I started leveling on Smith just with like, the usual Bone Shatter thing, which I enjoy, but it's just easier to go to SRS, Infernal Arsonist as soon as you can. Not quite as satisfying as Bone Shatter, but it is pretty satisfying to detonate your little guys constantly. Damage. Again, to being like this is a build your grandma could play, the SRS kind of take care of bosses for you without a whole lot of intervention. The main concern I would have as a new player, leveling a Smith with that, is that occasionally your guys do get overrun. Will be some chain deaths where they just you run out of minions. That's just kind of is going to happen. Or some boss just slams your entire crew. So a new player is going to have to like learn how to kill time while they wait for the respawn. But that's not that hard. Or like poke is so slow because she has no attack speed. She's like, cool. Well, I got it. I've got it. Wait, which of these is most expensive? I think it's this one. Don't really need... Yeah, just what it is. Not the best. Not the worst. Would have appreciated an ornate dagger or a sanguine vial, but... well... It's interesting that the boons in here say action speed instead of like skill speed or whatever, like it's using the Legacy Path of Exile 1 terminology. They're all terrible. Terrible options. Trap's doing priest damage, it's gonna get me killed. Case in point. My move speed anymore, it's sad. I should not have got clipped by that boss. It was tunnel visioned on the call. Just a reason to maybe get like skeletal snipers or something in the build just to be calling. Is there a decent support Spectre that's a spider? I kind of want to do like spider maxing roleplay, just a million spider. Why is this blocked? I didn't click that. I was on it. I was on it. Getting chewed up, I guess. We'll take this. Take those. Alright, thanks for stopping them. Make sure that you see that Mythbuster video when we post it and Get your thoughts on what we need to test next and whatnot. Be interested to pick your brain about how your experience with Infernal Legion went. We booned up here. Hope that I don't get delayed again. I haven't posted it yet. We're gonna make it a whole thing with like the voiceover and the editing and all that. We're gonna have like a, you know, myth busted, plausible, you know, like stamp and the whole thing. I expect to post that like next week, I think, if I get it all together. I think we've already done some of the voiceover for it and some of the footage. Thanks. I'm just learning, but it's going pretty good so far. Everyone seems to enjoy it. Incredibly overproduced, unnecessarily detailed. Figure we have nothing else going for us because we're so new and we're not good at, you know, streaming yet or making content, so we might as well lean into what we're good at, which is just making things very pretty. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's some, like, you watch, I don't know, like a Zizaran video or something, the editing is so basic. It's like not really about the editing, it's about how, you know, the information that you're giving. Like, I think your Spectre showcases are like hugely valuable. I look at those all the time when I'm like, what does this beast do? And I want to see, you know, like, the content's kind of what carries those. They don't need to be, you know, edited in any special way. I don't know what you use to edit. Use the free version of DaVinci Resolve. You know, it's pretty easy to pick up, but I do have a lot of experience in Photoshop, and it's similar in a lot of ways. But for being free, it's very powerful. There's also a lot of resources, kind of similar to the way there's a lot of OBS resources to kind of streamline your production. It's not hard to find titles and whatnot that elevate things slightly. Lose sacred water on room completion. No. I love money. Shouldn't be doing this while I'm like reading chat. I shouldn't be doing. Yeah, we actually use Clipchamp too sometimes, like to just do something quick. But I'm trying to get like kind of our resources all lined up inside of DaVinci so that I can reuse, I don't know, things like the music credit. We actually wrote Kamal about the music, and we were like, do you have a problem, like, personally, with people using your music, and do you have a problem with this like little credit thing? Because we don't want to like imply that you're endorsing our work or anything. And he wrote us back, and he's like, no, it's all good. So that was cool. Mm-hmm. think Otter uses Clipchamp mostly to like get recordings from his side like over to me so I can do like more editing on them. Yeah, I have a background in Blender as well, so the Fusion editor inside of DaVinci is kind of a comfortable interface to me. The node-based motion graphics situation. Pretty easy to use. I mean, like I say, I have a advantage because I've used similar tools before. But really easy to pick up. I don't have a lot of video experience. There you go. We're learning together. Is there some specific thing you're looking to try and do, or a resource you're trying to find? You know, shoot me a message. I'll see if I know of any like DaVinci plugin or anything that makes it seem simple for you, or methodology. Things like the opening where we rotoscoped out one character from like the login screen and then put it into the scene, and Matt painted out the interface elements and all that. It's like, you know, we just learned how to do that just like on that one project. It wasn't like we knew how to do that before. We had to like go step by step to figure that out. That's the kind of thing, like, you have an idea of what you want to do, and then you got to kind of work backwards from that to figure out how you do it. Because I don't know. And the same with the parallax effect at the end there, where we took the 2D art of the class, and then we kind of fly the camera through there. No, I don't use it. The only AI I use is things like inside DaVinci, well, imported from other tools because we don't have the pro version. Like transcribing audio into a transcript so we can do the subtitle thing, or rotoscoping automatically. Yeah, they have an AI that's pretty good on the paid version, apparently. It'll do things like, say you do a talking head video where you clip it, and there's like maybe a little glitch. It'll like interpolate the frames in between to make like the thing like completely smooth. They have a magic mask in it, which is like, again, a rotoscoping tool where you tell it where your subject is and it'll cut it out. So for example, the campfire thing that we did, I used like an external AI tool for that to mask it and to track the character through the frames. But if I had the pro version of Resolve, that'll basically just do that for you, like very in line. They have some other AI stuff. They have like an AI voice trainer where you can give it like a half-hour recording of you talking, and then it will make an AI trained just to you, so that you could have it do your talking for you. Which, if we're really lazy, we might start doing that. I don't know. As long as no one gets their hands on my model. They have some other AI tools. I'm trying to remember. That's the kind of AI that I have no issue with. It's like helping me do a drudgery and get it out of my way faster, like transcribing the audio, right? Like, that's something I could do by hand. It would just take forever. So I'm totally down with them. I'm not worried about like slop or mistakes in that case as much. Plus, it's something I can check its work. Like, I can listen to the audio and read the transcribed version at the same time, and then if I've got something wrong, I can fix it. Whereas if it's code or something or some other question, I don't necessarily know the correct answer, so I can't fix it. So I'm a little more hesitant to use that kind of application. All right, let's see if I can do this without getting freaking one shot again. It's not an encouraging start. think I need to do a better job keeping the spider, like, moving between them. Wow, already dead. Okay, never mind. Not gonna keep the spider moving between them. You would just be so good as to stay on him, my dear. Not to get shot by one of these icicles again. Again! Oh my god! I hope you didn't see that. I hope you left just in time. Oh my god. What is my cold res? 77. Damn it. Aqua, come play my character for me and do this. Or Robin, either one of you. That's better at this game than me. They had some more damage. It's the spider is killing one of the two, and then she's killing the ice one first. And then what's happening is the ice one is doing the move from the side, like the powered up thing. And apparently that is like critting me or something. That was like a lot of my health just suddenly destroyed. I have 77 cold res, and I have 20% of cold taken as fire, which goes to almost 90. So I should be like... I should be good? I don't know. I'll figure it out. Unfortunate. I need to get the spider to kill the fire one first, or kill them at the same time. He just like instantly killed the cold one. I'm assuming the fire one has fire resistance or something. I'll look that up because he's not doing as much damage to the fire one, so it's probably a. It's probably a. Anyway, have a good day over there. I'm going for energy shield. Am I not? Go for revive. But he almost never dies now. This is the route. Need to upgrade my helmet soon. I'm a little burnout on getting smashed in here. Oh. I'm going to work on my atlas with my monk a little bit. I'll come back to this. Damn. Unfortunate. Both the same time, the same attack. What time do we have? Almost 2 o'clock. I have an appointment I've got to keep. Let me just check up 1 second. Meanwhile, feast your eyes on my testing. I will be with you. You guys helped. You guys helped develop the otter and the various otter pieces. I liked it. I like it with the little coat. I thought that was cute, and he's got the little, like metamorph kind of style juice. The other ones are good too. I mean, just the basic one is good, and then the little animated emotes, like even though that's not really a whole lot of my work, it's pretty easy to just feed in the otter face and then have it do all the animating for you. It still cracks me up. Oh, you bastard. um, Let me know what happened. Let me know how much health I had. Actually, if you saved it on here, I'll grab it. All right, let's two at the same time. Yeah, that was a lot of damage. I've never really seen those before because I always kill the bosses properly. I don't I don't just like kill one and leave the other one at full health and then have to go through the whole thing. So it might be an unfortunate situation where the red guys just got tons of resistance. Rares, I want to say that. Do some clearing out some towers here. Hold on. Just gonna hit 2 citadels, I think it is. Oops. Let's make sure I can handle this. The main character on this league is a support, and Otter, who I'm supposed to be supporting, abandoned me to go play PoE 1 hardcore. And to play with all our friends over there on the PSF. So I have no one to support, and my support was having to clear my Atlas solo. It was like, thanks a lot, Otter. So my secondary character is this one, but he's not fully geared out. He has a cool design. He's just not fully set up. Oh, wait for the... Vultures. Problem with this build is that I don't have a decent single target, what do you call it? Frenzy charge sustain. It's kind of okay clearing, but then as soon as I get into like a 1v1 situation, I can't like clear with hull anymore and run out of frenzy charges, and then I do no damage. Which is not really where you want to be. You're toe-to-toe with a boss. And it's just eating it. It's like the minion is insta-dying. Yeah. I missed? Oh, because he has smoke. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm really fan of this Ice Lance skill, at least when it has a frenzy charge to back it up. You can just throw it and then... It's a lot of work. irritates me that this scepter that does freeze everyone does not give you credit for like cast on freeze or the what you call it, the combat frenzy. It's supposed to give you a frenzy charge when you freeze, so it actually is like counterproductive because it will steal credit for a freeze sometimes. Oh, I kept. Ooh. What is that? What is happening? I have life leech as ES on this build. So I'm a CI, and I don't know, for some reason I thought that the red Flames of Chaiula would, they are a leech. I thought that they would count, but it's you leech a percentage of your health, which is 1. So I'm leeching like 10% of 1, so I'm not actually getting anything, unfortunately. If I actually had a life pool, that'd be kind of a cool interaction. But I don't. So it's not. We're just gonna play till 2 o'clock. That's about another 10 minutes or so. Just don't need to see me just clearing up towers for just a little bit. I think I got some trading to do apparently to level my gear up on my witch. I'm using the wand swap tech for Wither after they changed Withering Touch on this game to make it like it only applies as a percentage of element threshold, so you actually need to do a big hit, and if you don't do a big hit you don't get Wither, and then it's like you're never really gonna Wither with a big hit anyway, so it's basically made Withering Touch useless, or as I can tell. So the workaround is this wand that gives you Wither on hit. I'm just gonna swap to it. Throw out my it doesn't help that I'm like, it doesn't help that I'm enfeebled this whole fight. But anyway, my single target is garbage because I run out of frenzy charges and can't slap. I need to go crit, basically, is the only solution. Because crit will allow you to proc frenzy charges off of Sniper's Mark, because Sniper's Mark is totally different in this game. And if you don't crit, you can't do that. And then that's like the only way, really, as far as I know, to get frenzy charge off a single time. Ooh, Vile Vultures? No, I don't know. I want to be left alone with you. It's like a perfect scenario for the Lance, where it's just like shooting down a corridor. Again, I am very enfeebled, though. I am going to the cat rescue again today to do an evening shift, and I will send kitten pictures if I have time to take them. I'm trying not to like spend my whole time just like playing with the kittens and taking pictures. I got feeding to do and litter boxes and all this kind of stuff. I don't want to just be like the volunteer that's not doing that and he's taking pictures of cats. We'll see. I gotta find her. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Oh yeah, speaking of that, let me She's sleeping here behind me. We can, she's sleeping in the messy bed. I leave the bed messy because she likes it messy, okay? It's not because I'm messy. I want everyone to know that it's out of consideration. Oh, sorry. It's it. Oh my god. I'm sorry. You want to get up here? Oh, oh, oh. We need to focus on you. Yes. You a cutie? Yeah. Sorry, I woke up your nap. I was forced to. I was forced to. She's okay. She sleeps plenty. She's not gonna miss out on any sleep. Oh. Now she's like, now pet me. Now I'm the one getting punished. Oh, I should have put... see, this is why I'm like not a good streamer. I should have done this mode, so you could have seen her large. I just didn't even think about it. I'll figure it out. Take practice. We're new, okay? Cut us all kinds of slack. Did we suck? I haven't heard from Otter how his dog's doing this week, or this last couple days. He's traveling right now, so... Thank you, thank you. That pet emote couldn't be more perfect. I like how my beast just summons and dies immediately. He's like only good as like a haste aura while I'm walking between mobs. Okay, since I find the end of this map, we'll do that. Call the stream good. Oh, the long walk. Hey, darling, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Life flask. Stay hydrated. Gotta do what the bot says. Oh, there we are. You've been sitting in the chair. Okay, we don't gotta do what it says. Forget the bot. Gotta be. But I'd say that is about 2:01, 2 o'clock. Let's figure out someone to raid on our way off the stream today. Let me also get out of here so I don't die. That would be good. Alright, who are we gonna find? Open up the other client, apparently. I like to raid someone that's got like one viewer, just to make their day. I don't know. Like, it kind of makes sense to raid like some bigger channel so that you're like currying favor or whatever, but I'd rather just find some little guy that needs you to say hey. Raid. Who do we have? One viewer, he's just Act 3. In-game grinding. Boring. Amazon Whirlwind. No, that's too meta. Too meta. We don't embrace the meta. Here is someone doing hardcore. It's only been up for a little while. Let's jump in here. for stopping on stream, everyone. It's nice to chit chat and to watch me die repeatedly to the stupid Sekima boss. More of that next time, I guess.